Bitcoin and Ethereum exploding over the last few days. Of course, Bitcoin up over 52K at the time we're having this conversation. Ethereum making big moves, edging very close to $3,000 for the weekly close. We'll be diving into the charts and the reasoning for the Bitcoin move, the Ethereum move. Also want to talk about Injective, talk about Beam, talk about the altcoin market cycle more broadly, and of course, answering your questions in the second half of today's video. So make sure to stick around for the fun. What's up, guys? Nice to see you here. And of course, thanks to CoinLedger for sponsoring today's live stream. More on that in a few minutes. So, crypto, man, best technology ever. Number go up has been activated across the board. We love it. You love it. Hey, interesting perspective here for you. Bitcoin right now still 32% below its high watermark. Think about that. Everything that's happened, everything you know right now for Bitcoin, and we are currently 32% below the high watermark, below the all-time highs. Bitcoin halving coming in 2 months. Institutional money has gobbled up 100,000 plus Bitcoin in just a month. Retail, all that stuff continues to soar. More banking adoption, more fiat on-ramps, more just broad adoption through like random apps in Brazil and Southeast Asia and all this stuff like that, or implementing Bitcoin wallets, Bitcoin buy and sell service than ever before. Still 32% below an all-time high. TikTok. I personally don't want it to happen too soon. I would like to take our time here. You can chill Bitcoin. Sometimes Bitcoin has no chill. Sometimes number go up technology gets activated too aggressively. Things are a bit nuts. But right now, I would just like a little bit calm, a little bit chill. Come on, Bitcoin, just go sideways for a month, dude. You don't need to go too crazy. Let altcoins have a little bit of a breather, and then we'll push our next leg up. But hey, can we just say that weekly close? Nice. Looking good. Very sexy. I dig it. 2 beautiful weekly candles followed up there. New weekly candle starting out a little in the red. We got a week. Let's see how it goes. Look, a correction a little bit back down would not be crazy. Again, guys, we'll be holding those questions till the second half of the conversation. So stick around. I see your questions coming through, guys. Some great questions coming through already. So I love to see it. We'll be answering those questions for you guys in a few minutes. Let's get through the news first. HODL 15 Capital saying new spot Bitcoin ETFs to purchase a total of 273,500 Bitcoin worth $14 billion in just 26 trading days. However, of course, we do have to subtract from that the Grayscale Bitcoin. When we subtract that, we still see, of course, amazing numbers. So we had 107,000 Grayscale Bitcoin. So still huge numbers coming through for Fidelity, for BlackRock, and a lot of that Grayscale selling's happened, and we still have 1 or 2 more big Grayscale sell events to come, and I welcome them. Get it out, get it done, get it moved over to BlackRock, get it moved over to Fidelity, sell it on the open market if you guys have to, whatever. Let's finish the Grayscale FUD and move on. And of course, that's the sort of news stories that can help suppress the market a little bit. And we talk about help suppress, not as a bad thing, but we don't want Bitcoin to rise too fast. We want to have a little more time here, a little more time for people to see what's going on, see the price going up. Because once we cross over that previous all-time high, once we hit $71,000, that's just like a switch, man. It's a switch. Numbers start going up real fast. And a lot of people start showing up real quick, and things are pretty crazy. I'm not quite ready for it, man. I want a little more chill time before we see that happen. Bitcoin News reporting huge whale accumulation. Whales have accumulated 250,000 Bitcoin in 2024 alone. Big numbers here, folks. OTC desks getting drained of their coins. So a lot of the Bitcoin buying for the ETFs right now is happening on Coinbase. But we're seeing OTC desks running out of balances of coins as well. The supply crisis is really going to hit a big moment when the miners have the Bitcoin halving happen, because right now they can sell 900 Bitcoin a day, which of course the demand is dramatically outstripping that. But what happens when that drops to 450 a day? Crazy things happen. That's what. Hey, here's an interesting one for you. On February 13th, last week, crypto fear and greed index hit 79, the highest level since 2021. Last time this happened, Bitcoin's at its peak of $69,000. How about that, ma'am? How about that? And this has all happened, by the way. Can I just point out that this has all happened? All this excitement and fun and price action with basically very, very little regular retail participation. I mean, I know we're here. We're retail guys, okay? We're here, but most people aren't here yet. We don't see any frenzy, any huge numbers of people flooding into the market. People are here. It's exciting. It's great to see. More people are coming all the time. But this run so far has largely been pushed by institutional money coming into Bitcoin. And it's pushing the price up real fast because the spot demand for Bitcoin is surging massively right now. And it will continue to do so as long as this institutional money keeps coming in. It'll continue to do so even without the institutional money. This is the thing. The institutional money is just fast tracking the bull run, if you will. It's the big catalyst that gets everything going. It's our fuel for this bull market, essentially. And yeah, they'll sell at some point. Just because money's going into BlackRock Bitcoin ETFs right now doesn't mean it won't come back out later, because it will. Because it will, guys. People will take profits. Don't be lured into the deception that they're just going to buy it and never sell it. No, the people who are investing by the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF, some of those people will hold it for 20, 30 years. Some people are going to ride it from 50K to 150K and then sell the whole damn lot. You watch in late 2025, probably late 2025, we're going to be sitting around here talking about, oh my gosh, another 10,000 Bitcoin came out of the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF today. Oh my goodness, who could have seen this coming? Me in early 2024. Get ready for it, because that's how it's going to work, okay? Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Okay, I like this, by the way, too. This is a very interesting perspective from a chief investment officer over at Bitwise. He said, think of the ETF launch as Bitcoin's IPO in U.S. markets. It's a cool way to think about it, actually. It's essentially kind of what it was. This is the initial public offering for Bitcoin in U.S. markets. Cool. Cool. Hey, quick shout out to today's sponsor, then we'll hop into talking about altcoins, Ethereum, Injective, Beam, lots of things happening. Guys, it is crypto tax season. Just so you know, the big tax agencies are all gunning for crypto tax. Okay, they want your money. They're going to come get it. So you better make sure that you're doing your crypto taxes properly. CoinLedger is going to help you do that. They got free portfolio tracking. They're an official partner with TurboTax. They support a wide variety of jurisdictions, the UK, Canada, the USA, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Denmark, Sweden, a lot of places. A lot of places are supported here with their tax software that helps you track your profits, your losses, your income, your NFTs, your DeFi positions. It's free to use as well. You only pay when you download a tax report. Pretty cool, right? So it's a great tool. Go check it out. There's a link in the description where you can get started for free. And again, you only pay when you download a report later on. So check out the CoinLedger software, guys. Take your taxes seriously, because the tax man is taking your crypto gains seriously. Link in the description. Thanks again to CoinLedger for sponsoring today's stream. So let's talk about altcoins, guys. What up? Pentoshi here saying Alt Total 3. So Total 3 is the market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. We haven't seen anything yet. We could see this potentially when it's all said and done. This cycle hit a few trillion, or a couple trillion, he says. 2 trillion. We'll see. 2 trillion for perspective for Total 3. So if you exclude Bitcoin, you exclude Ethereum. Think about this. This is insane. Right now, we're at about 550 billion for all the other altcoins. If that gets just to $2 trillion, that's a 300% total gain for the entire altcoin space. Now you might think, okay, so that's a 300% gain, Lark. No. That's not a 300% gain. That is insane gains for top altcoins. That is insane gains for mid caps and life-changing money for low cap coins. Straight up. Okay. Perspective. And the crazy thing is it doesn't even have to go that high. Last cycle, we got up to about 1.1 trillion for all altcoins. If we get to 2 trillion, just 2 trillion. This is the insane thing. Just 2 trillion bucks is going to create more life-changing wealth than it's so crazy. The numbers are so crazy. And you're here for it. You're here when we still have a 300% gain ahead of us. What if it gets to 3 trillion? Now, no one can predict the future. I don't know how high it's going to go. You don't know how high it's going to go. If it only goes up to 2 trillion, which is a conservative estimate, it's only approximately double from the previous high. That's insane money. Wild gains. Unbelievable gains. Interesting time to be in the markets, guys. Interesting time indeed. The crypto prof here, Mr. Mustache, he is pointing out to the 2-week golden cross. So the 2 weekly charts here. Now, this is a rare event. When you zoom out to these higher time frames, you tend to get more clear signals, stronger signals, if you will. So basically, this event only happens every 4 years and has always signaled the start of an altcoin bull run in the past. Doesn't, of course, immediately only go up, only in a straight line. Obviously, there's big pullbacks. There's all kinds of drama between here and the high watermark for this bull market cycle, okay? But look back at 2020. Look what happened. We had the bull cross and then blammo. We went from $58 billion for all altcoins. That's crazy, man. Up to, 1.2 trillion or whatever the final top was. That's crazy talk, man. Now, of course, we're 500 some billion, and we're going to go much, much higher. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's talk Ethereum. Ethereum, what a weekly candle here for ETH. Beauty, 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 beauty. Thing of beauty. Look at that. Look at that candle. What a sexy piece. From 2,500 up to 2,800. Now, I'd like to point out, remember this? Remember this right here? This big fat triangle we were tracking for quite a while. Well, we got the breakout. We got the retest, right? Pushed higher from the retest. We were talking about that. I hope you were paying attention. Covered that in a live stream, I guess, probably a couple months ago at this point, looking at the weekly candles. But that retest moment is actually a technically bullish moment for Ethereum. When you get that break past resistance, which the resistance here was 2,100 or whatever, you get that break past resistance, you get the move higher, all right? The initial test, come back down, retest, flipping that previous resistance now into support, which we established as a nice strong line of support over a period of about 6 weeks or so. Now pushing higher, now blasting over another key area of previous support, now flipped into resistance, actually cut through like a hot knife through butter, that resistance, by the way. But we did see a bit of resistance acting as it here in mid-January. And again, here, even that last weekly candle closed out right around this area of price resistance. Now we pushed much, much higher than that on the weekly. Do we come back down for a retest of this level here, around 2,500? We shall see, but a beautiful moment, nevertheless, here for Ethereum. Why is everyone getting excited about Ethereum? By the way, this is the highest weekly close in almost 2 years for ETH. Very exciting stuff. Nice moment. Again, showing you the strength building in the market. Nothing goes up straight forever. Investing in crypto is risky. You can lose all your money. Obviously, guys, if you ever want to see my portfolio disclosures, any of the coins that I hold, all my venture capital investments, you can find a link to that, as well as a full risk statement on how you can lose all your money in crypto, either in the description here on YouTube or in the pinned comment on X. Okay, so just make that clear. Make Ethereum cheap again. We have a big, big, big Ethereum upgrade coming soon. That's blobs, blobs, blobs. Cool. March 13th is the day, guys. Now, this is big because it brings in EIP 4844, which is going to reduce layer 2 fees by 10 to 100x, and it's also going to have a potential big impact on layer 1 fees. And look, I just did a swap on just to tell you how disgusting Ethereum is right now. Fun story. Let's do it. So, my fun story for the day, I had to do something on Uniswap. Actually, I had to do a few things on main chain Ethereum. My Uniswap transaction cost me $30. I also had to do a swap on Curve Finance. It cost about $30. I had to do a swap on, where was it? I had to do a smart contract claim, which didn't cost that much. It was like $10. Then I had to do actually 2 swaps on Uniswap now that I remember. So they reached $30. So in total, by the time that I claimed my coins, swapped them over to what I needed, restaked them in the contract. This is for Prisma Finance, by the way. So I claimed my Prisma rewards, sold my MKUSD, blah, 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 blah. Long story short, probably about $150 in fees to do 6 or 7 different moves on the main Ethereum blockchain. Now, look, I can afford it. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. But it's stupid. at the same time. That's not the future of finance, having to spend $150 in fees to do a few transactions. To do a swap on Uniswap, $30 in damn fees just to use the chain, man. Not great. Not great, Ethereum, but Denkun's going to help with that. Definitely at layer 2, and layer 1 could see some big advantages from this as well. So let's keep an eye out for that moving forward. And by the way, that's all exciting. And of course, technical innovations, fantastic. We love to see tech moving forward. Fantastic. But I'll tell you, the number one technology in crypto is number go up technology. And big number go up technology coming for Ethereum soon, which I think the market's starting to click on to, as we've been discussing here on the channel. Ethereum ETFs, May 23rd. Van Eck has submitted an updated S1A form, according to James Seifert, who is Bloomberg ETF analyst. Anyway, I have no idea what that form means, but essentially it means that they are in communication with the SEC. They're putting in their amendments. They're putting in their updates. We are seeing it happen. This is the same thing that happened for the Bitcoin ETF, the same kind of scenario where we had these continual amendments being filed by the ETF applicants. It's happening again. Market's starting to realize, oh shit, an Ethereum ETF's coming. Yeah, oh shit, an Ethereum ETF's coming. And that could push Ethereum up to $3,500 or maybe even $4,000 between here and May. Very exciting. Post Ethereum ETF, maybe we see a 20% sell-off in ETH, like we did with Bitcoin. Grayscale starts dumping their ETH, blah, blah, blah. We repeat it all again, run it down 20, 30%, then run it back up a couple 100%. The whole market, that is, all of our fun coins. Love it. Love it. Fantastic. Big things coming for ETH. I know ETH has not been getting as much love as like Solana and stuff this year, but I would not fade my giant ETH bags personally. Okay, where are we up to? Injective. Now this coin, man, I regret every Injective coin that I ever sold ever in the history of selling any of those coins. New paradigm money vibes here, guys. Anyway, Injective is doing fantastic. My Injective staking rewards are crazy, man. So crypto's so nuts. Like the staking rewards that I'm getting from like Prisma Finance, on Convex Finance, or Trader Joe, or like staking from like Polkadot and Avalanche and Injective. Like, dude, what is this? Anyway, it's crazy. If you're not staking your coins, you're missing out. Obviously, guys, stake your damn coins. Plus, Injective stakers getting airdrops too. I'll give you some more information on that in just a second. But as Jackus is pointing out here, potential breakout move coming for Injective. See how that plays out. Of course, got a cheeky little BYBIT long in. Not anything grandiose, but just a cheeky little one. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Anyway. Why are people getting excited about Injective? Well, Injective keeps delivering. We have this big news, for example, the Helix app bringing Japanese yen on chain, one of the biggest forexes in the world. We also see a big partnership with Bonafide the other day for omni-chain domain names, which is pretty cool. And airdrops. Airdrops, everybody loves a good airdrop, don't they? Have rumors going around, not confirmed yet, I don't think, but rumors going around that Mito Finance, a launchpad, which does a whole bunch of other fun stuff too, but launchpad, people love launchpads. Launchpads tend to do really, really well in a bull market, by the way. And we've seen we saw last bull market that Paid Network and DAOmaker and PokeStarter and a couple others did incredibly well until the market started turning over. And then they did incredibly bad. But on the run up, everybody wants to get into token sales. Everybody wants to get early access to these coins. And for retail investors, the best way is through these launch pad mechanisms. Anyway, there may be an airdrop for this for Injective stakers, not confirmed, but I've been hearing rumors about that. We also had one the other day, by the way, for Talus, which is an NFT marketplace on Injective. We covered this one in the newsletter. Basically, all I had to do was stake your Injective with the Talus validator. Couldn't be much simpler than that. You still get all your great staking rewards, and they give you an airdrop at some point in the future, which I'm eligible for. So I hope you guys caught that in the newsletter. Huge, crazy stuff though going on in the crypto space overall. So many stimulus checks coming from these airdrops. It's totally crazy. Hey, I want to mention Beam real quick too. Beam has been doing some new paradigm money vibes today, up big time. Man, I'm glad I bought more of this stuff around like a cent. That was good. Should have bought more. Anyway, I farmed a truckload of Beam. Basically, the end of the last bull market, I put a big farming position on Merit Circle at the time, farmed a whole truckload of it, held on to all the coins. They've now converted over to Beam, which is an Avalanche subnet. Going crazy, man. Beautiful price action on this one. $1.6 billion market cap. So it's not exactly cheap anymore by any means, but I think it does have some nice potential moving forward. I'm not selling yet. I wouldn't want to sell before 10 cents with the way this thing's been going. $10 billion, $10 billion market cap, not crazy. 15 billion, not crazy. Not saying soon, maybe at the top of the market. We'll see. Some people, of course, are throwing around crazy. It's going to be $1. That'd be nice. I don't know if it's going to go that high, but that'd be nice. Of course, why are people getting excited about Beam right now? Of course, people are getting excited about Beam in general. The gaming vibes in crypto right now, very, very real. People getting very excited about gaming in crypto, and we have a new game coming for them. In fact, this is incubated by the guys at Merit Circle, coming to Beam. So this is Forgotten Playland. So it's a free-to-play social party game. This is some pretty cool stuff here. So you can see a bit of the vibe of what they're doing with this right here. So it's kind of a bit of a funky game. Now, I'm in the private round on this one, by the way. Of course, a big Beam supporter, so I'm very excited to be involved in what they're doing, the stuff that they're incubating, the new games that they have coming out. But yeah, going to be a pretty cool looking game, if you ask me. All kinds of fun little games and stuff they got playing, and it will be on the Ape terminal, which has recovered definitely from the FUD that was going around a previous sale. We've already seen a lot of good sales come back to Ape terminal. I think we'll see more of those continue to come. The market has pretty short attention span for bullshit. And if something's making money, it's making money. Anyway, Forgotten Playland is coming up. I think it's pretty cool potential to see these new games coming out on Beam. How many good games can they get out? How many players can they get? All remains to be seen, of course, but I'm excited to see them innovating. I'm excited to see them bringing on new things. Yeah, come check out Forgotten Playland if you want to see what the game is about. But yeah, Beam, man, doing great. So, real quick before we get into your questions for today, if you're not signed up to the Wealth Master newsletter yet, you are missing out. Best damn newsletter in the cryptocurrency space. And I know I'm biased because it's my newsletter, but it really is the best newsletter, guys. Come on. It's awesome, man. Every damn issue is packed with so much alpha. It's ridiculous. Altcoin deep dives, altcoin news, like alpha news that actually can move prices, right? That kind of money-making alpha. NFT alpha, technical analysis on altcoins, and check this out. Lots of other stuff too. And check this out. We're doing some really cool experiment right now. So I'm doing a 10x portfolio experiment. I'm going to try run a portfolio from 10K up to 100K. Fingers crossed, of course. Don't get egg on my face and it all goes to zero. That would not be great, but hey, that's crypto if it does. The idea here, we're using low caps, airdrop farming, stuff like this to try and get some really great gains. And I chose the 10K number because I feel like that's a very accessible number for a lot of investors. And here's the strategies that I think are needed in order to have a, I want to say safe and reliable, but a more high potential way. Well, that's the way to say it. A nice high potential way to run 10K up to 100K without taking like wild degenerate risks on like the latest, come in somebody coin or whatever that comes out. Anyway, check it out. We're sharing that for free in the newsletter. You'll love it. Link in the description. Okay, so let's do some questions. Because it's question time. You know what time it is. It's period time. All right. Real talk, guys. Let's talk crypto. What do you got for me? What questions do you guys have? I've already seen so many great questions coming through here. Tim says, will DOT token burns impact price this cycle? If not, can it even hit the all-time high again? Yes and yes. Well, yes, it'll, I think, impact the price. Yes, I think we'll see a lot of hype building for Polkadot around Polkadot 2.0. Can it hit the all-time high price again? Yeah, I think it'll probably go to like $100 or something this cycle, peak price. Let's not get too crazy. It's going to go to $1 million. No, let's just say $100 is probably a pretty good price target for DOT between here and the cycle later on. So yeah, all-time highs. Yeah, it'll take it out again. I think DOT has not had the hype up till now. But I think the hype will come back into the DOT ecosystem. We have the dead airdrop coming up. So that's going to bring some hype in as well. So yeah. Okay, Daniel, what point do you sell your Bitcoin for alts? I want to, but it seems dirty. It hurts my soul. I know the feeling. It does. It is dirty and it does hurt the soul. Repent now. Look, selling your Bitcoin for altcoins is a dangerous proposition. And sometimes I will dabble with that dangerous sugar, let's call it. But it really depends. Like I have a small amount of Bitcoin that I consider Bitcoin that I'm willing to play with. The vast majority of my Bitcoin, I would not do that with. Vast majority of my Bitcoin just sits there. It chills. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm not thinking about it. It's just there. Now, if you want to do that, you can. Here's a thought. It's got its own problems, obviously. But what about taking your Bitcoin, turning it into wrapped Bitcoin, and then taking it over to MakerDAO and taking a cash loan versus that on-chain, of course, through a smart contract? There's risk. That smart contract can get hacked. You can lose all your money, obviously. But take a loan from them and then use that money to do your degenerate plays, whatever. And then, of course, the price of Bitcoin will go up over time. So you get to capture the price of Bitcoin going higher, as well as take some money and put it into whatever. Now, I actually did that with a few of my Bitcoin recently, not to play into a bunch of altcoins, but actually for farming. So I'm taking the stable coins and I'm putting it into, different stuff, Camino Finance, Margin Fi, whatever, and doing farming with it. But yeah, I feel the pain, man. I do. Lots of great questions here. Hey, Lark, too late for mid caps? Absolutely not too late. Did you see those charts we shared? If we are getting an extra one, let's say let's take the probably most bearish case possible. And we're only going to go back to the previous high for total 3, which is all altcoins excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we go from 600 billion now back up to 1.2 trillion. Mid caps are going to go crazy in that situation. And it's probably going much higher. It's probably going to 2 or even 3 trillion. And if that's the case, then your mid caps are still looking at wild gains, not financial advice, of course, but there you go. Okay. Blair 321. Now that Coinbase has revealed in their earnings that retail is still pretty much non-existent in the market right now, do you think that means alts will have trouble going much further from here? No, absolutely not. I mean, look, altcoins will definitely have their time, and there's a lot of money still floating around. Just because the general retail herd hasn't arrived yet, it doesn't mean that there's not money being made. And every time there's a big airdrop where hundreds of millions of dollars get dropped out to people, people take that money, they take profits, they buy stuff, they take more risk. Money keeps being built in the space, and until it doesn't, we do need more money to come back in. But simply institutional money entering at the top does flow down, because even though the institutions aren't buying anything not named Bitcoin, what they are buying brings money into the rest of the ecosystem. Because when institutions buy Bitcoin, others come out of the woodworks and take profits on their Bitcoin. It drives the whole market up. So yeah, altcoins will do fine. Only question is when. And look, I know everyone wants to wait for the crazy altcoin season where everything goes up 50x in a week. You don't have to wait for that to make money with altcoins. There are altcoins that have been hitting all-time highs over the last few weeks. There are altcoins that have been doing wild gains. And the question is, I guess, how much do you want? How many gains do you need? Because there's been gains all over the place for altcoins. So yeah, we're going to see altcoins continue to make money without a doubt. What are your thoughts on Stacks and Mubi? Mubi, I am completely unfamiliar with. Stacks, layer 2 Bitcoin stuff, not super familiar with it. But I am all about layer 2 Bitcoin. I'm all about seeing more happen on Bitcoin. That's about all I can say, because I don't know very much about Stacks, but I'm excited about that overall, the layer 2 Bitcoin space. Lots of great questions here, guys, by the way. £3 Crappy Fishing says, I have 10K and I would like to 10x if possible at the top 2 cryptocurrencies that you recommend. No, here's why. Look, if I just say go buy this coin and go buy that coin, you're not going to be ready for that. I know you're like, well, Lark, I'll do I or no, you're not. I'm going to say 2 names. You're going to go out and buy those without thinking about it. You're going to go 5K into each. And the second those are down 20 to 30% because the market turns tomorrow, you're going to turn around and say, oh, it's a big scam, blah, 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 blah. You have to do your own research, man. Look, you have to do your own research. There's no way around it. I know you want to take the easy route. I know you want an influencer to tell you exactly what coin to buy and when. It doesn't really work like that. It doesn't. Can, but you're probably not going to do very well. Look, we talk about coins. I throw out some names from time to time on this channel. You can always, of course, see my entire portfolio, all the coins that I currently own liquid in the market and all my venture capital investments. This is stuff that I think all has value. I'm wrong, going to be wrong on a lot of that stuff. Half of those coins are probably not going to end up doing super well. Half of them are probably going to end up doing well. I hope so. I hope that the rates of high success is that good. But you have to do your own research in this market. I don't know what niches you're into. Are you into DeFi, man? There's lots of great DeFi coins. Are you into gaming? There's lots of great gaming coins. Maybe you hate gaming coins. Maybe 2 gaming coins. You hate gaming, but you're going to go buy them anyway. And then again, they go down 20% and you say, oh, this stuff's a big scam. I lost $2,000. I'm walking away from crypto forever because this is all crap. This is why I don't tell you guys what coins. Go buy this coin, this coin, this coin right now. No, it's not useful for you. I want to teach you how to fish. Okay. And I know that's not popular. I know a lot of people just want fish. But I want to teach you how to fish. That's my goal here. And if sharing my opinions, sharing my thought processes can help you guys strategize a bit more about your own decisions that you make with your money, then I'm really happy that I can do that as I share my journey here. So one thing I'd like to say too, man, you're spoiled for choice right now. There are so many good coins. Look, if you only have 10K, one thing I would say, you probably don't need Bitcoin. Shocking, I know. But wait, buy Bitcoin later with your profits, okay? What you probably want to look at is low and mid-cap coins. Sign up to the newsletter. I'm running a public experiment. It's not an ape list. That public experiment is not an ape list, okay? It's really hard to do a public experiment because people just, they don't think, okay? This is a public experiment of things that I'm doing. Not saying this is exactly what you should do or anything. The idea is I'm teaching the strategies that you need to turn 10K into 100K. And it's very in-depth strategies, lots of airdrop farming and stuff like this. And you should be doing that too. You should be, if you got 10K, man, you should be signing up to every free airdrop possible. You should be taking money and trying to farm airdrops because the risk reward potential is very, very high. You look at, was it Dimension? I think if you had staked 1 Celestia, you got like, I don't know, $500 of Dimension or something like that. Stupid money for the risk reward comparison, right? And that's just one airdrop for Celestia. There'll be others. But you're spoiled for choice, man. Mid caps, lots of great mid caps, lots of really, really good looking mid caps. Low caps, lots of good low caps. Hell, even to be honest, even a lot of top 50 coins are probably still going to 10x if we get up to a $6 or $7 trillion market cap. Nothing's definitive, but if that happens, great potential. Don't even have to take that much risk for crypto, quote unquote. J-Man, here's a good one. Lark, I need some help, but I don't understand taking profit very well. Okay. It's hot in here. Don't want to run AC when I'm streaming because it makes a bunch of noise in the background. So it gets hot. All right. He says, for example, my render is small and I only put in $2,000, but I just passed $6,000. Do I take my investment out or do I leave it to make more in the bull market? J-Man, is a hard question to answer. The only one who can truly answer it is you, because I don't know what everything else in your portfolio is like. And I can't give you that kind of advice because you're the one at the end of the day who has to push those buttons. What I can say is this, is what was your intention when you got into this coin? Did you want to get a 200% gain out of it? If so, you've made your goal and now you can sell everything and walk away and be happy. Did you get in without any price targets in mind, without any thought about when am I going to get out of this coin? If that's the case, maybe it's time to reassess and start thinking about, okay, well, when do I want to get out of this coin? Do I want to start taking any money? Do you want to take money from that and put it into another coin perhaps? Do you need money in the real world? Perhaps if you need real world money, well, there's $4,000 in unrealized profits that could be real world money. I don't know, man. Maybe your kids need to go to the dentist or something. I don't know. Again, this is why it's hard for people to say, oh, I should do this, that, or whatever with your coin. Now, if you want to take your money, if you want to take your money from Render and plow it into some other coin, you have to understand that there's a risk reward to doing that, because you're taking your money from what is a quote unquote winner and then putting it into something that may not end up being a winner. So there's always risk rewards to balance up there too. So if you're taking your investment out, you're taking out your $2,000 and leaving the other $4,000 to run, you're still probably gonna do pretty well in Render this cycle, would be my guess. But the question is, what are you going to do with that $2,000? Why are you taking the $2,000 out? If you're taking it out just to take it out, that's one thing. Sure. If you're taking it out because you need money in the real world, that's one thing. If you're taking it out because you want to put money in something else, really think about that. Is the other thing you take that $2,000 and put it into likely to outperform Render? If it's not, then it's useless diversification. Hope that makes sense. Good question. Good question. Okay. I need more info on Prisma. No price action. Do you think it's time to sell? I could care less about the price action of individual Prisma tokens because the staking rewards are so wildly sick that I just don't care. And I think, over the price, over the course of the bull market, the price of Prisma will go up. They have so many crazy products they're launching, and it'll all probably come tumbling down the bear market dramatically. But until then, I'm all up on it, man. I love Prisma. I love Prisma. I love the staking rewards. It's absolutely insane right now. Staking that on Convex Finance and CVX Prisma. Nuts. Love it. All about it. That being said, the Prisma token itself has not been doing super awesome. It's got very, very high inflation. So that's the thing to keep in mind too. Steppen. Oh man, what's up? I've been using Steppen for the past year. Best move to earn game right now. If you guys weren't around, move to earn games were all the thing back in 2021, early 2022. People were making all kinds of money walking. And then other games came out and said, oh, if you work out, then you get money too, and stuff like this. Crazy, man. Crypto's crazy. Don't you love it? Okay, let's try and catch up here. I always get 10 minutes behind already. Come on, we gotta catch up here. Get some more recent questions coming through. I'm rambling. You guys keep asking all these great questions. Okay, what we got here? Marv says, with you being bullish on Polkadot, what do you think the loosely rated of much lower market cap Kusama? Funny story, not answering your question, but funny story. I found like $2,000 worth of Kusama in a wallet the other day. Completely forgot it existed. It was like, I must have been there for 3 or 4 years. Cool, man. Crypto. Anyway, to your question, I don't think about Kusama very, very much. There's so much competition right now in the blockchain space. I'm not sure we need a Kusama per se. Don't hate me, Kusama lovers. Okay. I hope your bags go up and do very, very well. I'm in DOT. I think DOT's all I need personally. Kusama probably going to outperform DOT though. That would be my general guess expectation, but to what extent is Kusama actually needed? I don't know. Don't think about it too much. Don't have a great opinion on it. Not that I don't think highly of it. Kusama is great technology, yada, yada, yada. I just don't think about it. Okay. Gems says another way to earn with your Bitcoin, not financial advice, of course, is to bridge it to the Merlin chain, which is a Polygon Bitcoin layer 2 solution for the Merlin token airdrop. Potential, yeah. Obviously, you run risks if anybody's considering doing that. Obviously, you're running the risk that something goes wrong with Merlin and your money's gone. Okay? Be careful. But that being said, the guys behind Particle are launching it. So, the tech is definitely there, but you are an early tester if you're doing that, okay? So please be careful. Great questions, guys. Benjamin says, should I invest in Avalanche? I have 2 Bitcoin, 15 Ethereum, 100 Solana, and 10,000 Cardano, currently valued at $165,000. I'm hoping this will reach $1 million this cycle. Yeah, probably. Let's say close anyway. Depending on if we go to $500,000 per Bitcoin this cycle, then yeah, I guess you are definitely getting that $1 million. But that's great stack, by the way. Congratulations. Well done. That's, a very monumental amount of crypto, I'd like to say. That's awesome. So should you invest in Avalanche? I have no idea. I invest in Avalanche. I like Avalanche. I really like everything that they're doing. I like the branding. I like the tech. I like the subnet architecture. I like all the stuff that's coming out. I like off the grid. I like Beam. I like things that are being built on Beam. And it all flows back to AVAX and their token burn mechanism. I dig it. Does that mean you should invest in AVAX? I have no idea. The question is, for what purpose would you want to invest in AVAX? And are you investing in Avalanche on the thesis that it's going to outperform? I guess you have fresh cash on the side, I'm assuming, right? You have an extra $10,000 or something. I bring that into Avalanche, for example. In that situation, fine. I mean, sure. Avalanche is a great coin. I enjoy it. Not telling you to go buy it, but I enjoy it. I think it's a great coin. Great potential, I think, for this particular bull market with all the narrative that's already built around it. It is a bear market survivor, a bear market winner, if you will. But does that mean you should invest in it over one of the other coins? Have you thought about just doubling down on an existing position instead of adding new coins? I know it's exciting to add new coins, though. Don't get me wrong. I've got like 25 coins or something. We're so early and the portfolio is already completely out of control. It's exhausting. Anyway. Hey, by the way, can I just say, while we're looking at your portfolio here, are you staking all your coins? Because if you have 15 Ethereum, with a 3.5% or something on ETH right now, so you should be getting half an ETH a year or something in staking rewards, something like that. If you are putting that into EigenLayer or something like EtherFi or KelpDAO, you could be getting a couple extra ETH from the airdrops related to that. Now, not financial advice, of course, just thoughts about what you can do, right? Is that Solana staking, man? If not, you're missing out on 8 or 9 Solana a year, something like that. And that's going to be worth, well, $800 or $900 right now, which I know is not that crazy for your 165K portfolio, but let's assume that Solana is going to go up another 5X anyway during the market cycle, hopefully. Then you're suddenly missing out on 5K, which sounds relevant, right? And your Cardano as well. I hope you got that staking too. Anyway, interesting. I should start doing some portfolio roasts, man. That'd be some fun videos, wouldn't it? Let me know if you guys want to see me doing some portfolio roasts. That'd be a good time, huh? Do one a week, just get all the info, tear it apart. It'll be a good time. Okay. 1 or 2 more here, guys, and then we'll finish up for today. So many great questions. Jeffrey says, have the Bitcoin ETFs and the resulting move in Bitcoin price failed, met, or exceeded your expectations from before the approvals? I would say it's approximately met expectations. I never thought it would happen overnight, as we said on this channel many, many, many times. I never thought it'd all happen overnight. I thought it's going to take a little while to see things really heat up. It's not going to happen on day one. Day one price expectations probably going to be a bit disappointing for people in the first few weeks, and they were. But I said, after some weeks, after some months, we're going to see the real impact start to come through as that just continual, steady grind of basically what is an infinite bid of money from Wall Street continues to come into the space. So I'd say it's about met expectations so far. Lark, my kids need to go to the dentist because they have teeth. Could you give me your Bitcoin? I'm sorry about your kids' teeth, man. They'll understand. I love it. You guys are hilarious. All right. Here we go. We'll finish up this one. Wow, price prediction. What's your personal target for ETH? I would like to see $10,000, which in some ways feels like a relatively conservative estimate for this cycle. 12,500. I see some people already bantering around 20K, which $20,000 Bitcoin's an alluring number, isn't it? And if Bitcoin goes to 150K, that's a 200% rally. And if Ethereum outperforms, does 300% gains, that's 1,500 or 15,000 approximately. We'll see. I'm not trying to get too excited about these over the top or even more just bull case price predictions. But if I sold my ETH at 10K, I'd be a happy camper. If I can get anything above 10K for my ETH, rock and roll, man. Thanks, market. That'll be fantastic. Guys, you're awesome. Thank you so much for joining today's conversation. I really appreciate your time. Appreciate you coming to hang out and talk crypto with me. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next stream.